following video contains scenes of violence. Viewer discretion is advised.
The cops pull me over. What should I do? Maybe I can run, fight, or shoot. I ain't afraid of the boys in blue until my face feels the bottom of their boot. Doing stupid shit gets you the stupid prize. Just obey the law and let a jury decide. The following video is a fictional account of a traffic stop. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and any relation to an actual traffic stop that has actually occurred is purely coincidental. This is not to be taken as legal advice or as a substitute for a lawyer. Consult an actual lawyer if you need advice with regard to having been stopped by the police and feeling that your rights were violated. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only.
Don't stop, man.
Good afternoon. I'm with the police department. I need to see your driver license, insurance, and registration.
Man, what I do?
I stopped you because you disregarded the stop sign at the intersection back there. So I need to see your driver license, insurance, and registration.
This traffic stop starts out good and predictable. The driver of the vehicle has his hands on the steering wheel. He rolls down his window so that he can talk to the officer, and he cuts his interior lights on. Even though it is daytime, this is a good example of how a driver should conduct themselves during a traffic stop. Also, when asked, the officer provides the driver with the reason that he stopped him. This shows professionalism, and it also indicates that the stop was an actual legal stop and not a profile stop per se.
Alright, big bro, this my license and my hoodie, man. I want you to shoot me or whatever, so.
Okay, you don't have any weapons, firearms, nothing like that in the vehicle, do you?
No.
Okay, well go ahead and get your license, registration, insurance for me.
So, the driver keeps his hands on the steering wheel and advises the officer where his driver's license is and waits to get permission from the officer to actually reach and grab his driver's license, which he is required to give by law since he is operating a motor vehicle. This builds rapport between the officer and the driver of the vehicle and goes a long way towards keeping the situation calm as it needs to be.
Okay, my insurance on my phone, man. I just took a picture of my registration, so I had to reach in the glove department.
Okay. Now, is
So
this
that's
your
cool.
correct address on your license?
Yeah, man, that's it.
Okay. Just have that insurance and your registration. Have it ready for me when I come back. I'm gonna go do a check on you, and I'll be right back. Okay?
Alright, but listen, man. I'm being real with you, big bro. My license might be suspended, cross suspended.
Okay. Well, we'll handle that when just let me run this check, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay?
Alright, man.
Now, one thing I will say is that although truthfulness does go, a long way with officers, such as, small amounts of weed, suspended license, things like that, it is not, per se advisable to incriminate yourself. It's best to just remain silent if possible and answer only the questions that law enforcement does ask you. Again, that is at your discretion as a driver of a vehicle, because officers do have discretion with regards to certain traffic offenses. They do have certain, discretionary powers with certain offenses. So being truthful may go a long way towards easing the traffic stop, although sometimes being truthful may land you in jail. So if you do decide to talk to the police, that's a discretionary thing that you have to take into consideration when dealing with them on an individual basis.
Good afternoon. I'm with the police department. I need your driver license.
Hey, man, what I do?
You disregarded the stop sign at the intersection back there. Need your driver license, insurance, registration.
Hey, man, I got my license in my hoodie, man. I got my stuff on my phone. Can I reach in my hoodie?
Okay, you don't have any firearms, no weapons or anything like that inside the vehicle, do you?
No.
Okay, go ahead and get your driver license, insurance, and registration for me.
Now, as you can see from the officer's perspective, he can see both of the driver's hands. This goes an extremely long way towards keeping things calm, because regardless of how you feel about the traffic stop, as I felt when I was pulled over, not too long ago, regardless of how you feel about the traffic stop, it's always best to remain calm and try to not escalate the situation. And once again, the officer did tell the driver why he pulled him over when asked, which he's required to do by law.
And this is the correct address on your driver license?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I'm going to go back here and run a check on you. Just hold tight for me. Have your insurance and registration ready for me, okay?
Hold on, big bro. Before you go back there, big bro. My license was suspended.
Okay. Well, just hold tight. We'll handle it when we get there, okay? Just hold tight for me, okay?
All right, man.
So, as you can see, once the driver told the officer that his license was probably suspended, the officer didn't get bent out of shape or escalate the situation. He just took it as, a run-of-the-mill traffic stop. And that's what you want. You want a run-of-the-mill traffic stop. Again, each situation is different. I'm not telling anyone to, confess to the police that they're out, committing crimes. In this case, it would have been driving on a suspended license. However, sometimes building rapport with officers, or certain officers in some cases, goes a long way towards them being lenient with regards to the traffic stop. So you as the driver have to take that into discretion. Again, the main thing is to keep the traffic stop calm and to survive the traffic stop, so that in the event you have to complain or you have to file a lawsuit, you'll be alive to do those things.
Above all else, know your laws, know your state, local, and federal laws, not just with regards to your rights as a driver and as a citizen, but also your traffic laws. Keep your vehicle in good working order, because the thing is, if you, for the most part, obey the traffic laws and keep your vehicle in good working order, you won't have the displeasure of being pulled over by law enforcement. Not saying that there aren't crooked officers out there, but what I am saying is that you have a stronger case in court if you've broken no traffic law to begin with. And when you get pulled over, do know your laws, so that if an officer does give you an illegal order, such as to search your vehicle when you've declined the search and they have no probable cause, aka they don't smell any drugs or alcohol or anything like that, you can respectfully decline that order. But again, consult a lawyer before taking any advice in this video.